Hey yo, so look, Brown is out here, you know, getting the air guitars out. It's always about the air. I don't know what it is about the air guitars, man. Like when I was young, yeah, like I'm gonna be talking about archaeology just to let my tribe know, like archaeology, history, just talking about the pyramid of Giza. You know what I'm saying in Egypt, man. Shout out to Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying. In fact, shout out to the pharaohs that be like walking like this. I didn't even know how the fuck they walk. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I just want to just talk to my wait, the air guitars, man. You know the air guitars, right? I just gotta tell you, like when you see these rock bands, like rock stars, like up, like on the stage, like they're like kneeling down, they're like. I was thinking about just like lying down on that sofa, yeah. And I was like, you know what, man, these motherfuckers like going in, like they got like biceps and shit, like all that bicep action. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but talk about culture, man. Welcome back. To what I'm saying? And let me just talk to you about some archaeology, some history, like some knowledge. I'm saying so. Look, listen, the pyramid of Giza, right? Based in Egypt, Cairo. I think it's near Cairo. I'm saying. Let me just talk to you about the ancient artifacts, the archives on the pyramids are rather interesting, man. You know what I'm saying. I mean, look, listen, you got the pyramid of Giza, right? Like literally, it was built some time ago, and I just I've been thinking like, was it built by a human? And I think it definitely was not built by a human. I don't think at that time we had the technology. You know what I'm saying. I mean, there was an X-Men movie, where there was just like one of the gods like comes up and he's like wearing this helmet. I think it was a helmet or just like you got telepathy and all these other supernatural abilities, right? So like lifting rocks off the ground and what I'm saying. But the Pyramid of Giza, I think, points towards the Orion constellation. You know what I'm saying? There's so much to talk about, man. And in fact, I made a video previously talking to you about this. But the reason why these mummies mummified themselves is because they believed in the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? They believe that if they do mummify themselves, they go into the next phase of the afterlife, right? Which is bizarre because. When you open them up, they horrified. You know what I'm saying? It's like a haunted fucking horror story. You know what I'm saying? And my drama culture, man. Let me just break it down to you. So let's talk about the just the history. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's pick a country that I want to talk to my drama culture about. You know what I'm saying? Stonehenge. Yeah, Stonehenge is basically a massive clock. You know what I'm saying? It basically tells the time. You know what I'm saying? That's what they used to tell the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about, something else. Let's talk about Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin apparently went to the Galapagos Islands, you know what I'm saying, to study fossils. In fact, I think he went there to see some tribe, cave girls, you know what I'm saying, probably like, with this big ass pipe, you know what I'm saying. Imagine Charles Darwin putting up with a big ass beard and he's got a pipe and he's like, yo, Galapagos tribe girl, you say, do you want to smoke some, tobacco? And she's like, what the fuck is that? I'm saying, she'd be like, come over here. He's like having a little, madness, like, a little rave, like with the Galapagos culture. You know what I'm saying, hey, man, about trauma culture, man, he went there to study fossils, and he created the theory of, evolution, which showed how we come to be. And said, we evolved from these particular species. I mean, if you want to go back into time, they say, I think it's amoeba, like these, bacterial cells. I was giving up, oxygen or some shit in the ocean. That was a long time ago, not yesterday. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, but yeah, like, I do want to start discussing topics that I want to discuss on this Jacob Brown's official channel. It's going to be a channel that's going to have fitness. It's going to just to have calisthenics, fitness. I mean, like health, fitness, nutrition. Also podcast interviews, and also to talk about the world. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I wanted to travel the world, right? Say world famous celebrity or Brown got the guitars out. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, hey, it's because I wanted to be an archaeologist when I was young. Archaeologist, architect, or a detective. You know what I'm saying? So that's what interested me. And I, you know, for some time when I was young, I used to spend a lot of time looking at the world. Like, you know, like when you just open the atlas, the world atlas, and you just like, you know, going through pages like these are like animated or like, you know, children's, you know, book, right? But these are big books. You open it up, it has these pop up, just pulls up, and you're like, what is that? Like, you know, what's that? Oh, that's the Pyramid of Giza. That's the these are the seven wonders of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? Now this is the Eiffel Tower. Wow, I didn't know that. You know, so for me, like I just want this channel to just be a representation of you know what I wanna you know share with my child, my culture. I mean, there's so much misinformation, misconception or handing off the Browns brand from haters, naysayers. So there's enough motivation by perpetrators or handlers who go out there to create baseless propaganda on the Browns brand. You know what I'm saying? And because they are jealous of my Browns. You know what I'm saying? But look, listen. In my trauma culture, man. Look, listen. I had a rough journey for the past couple of years. I would love to share that with you, but I think I would just save that up for a time in the near future where I can just join podcast or meet people or have the opportunity to share the my story, because I think when people hear my story they'd be surprised as to what had happened for the past 10 years. It was fraud, marriage fraud, it was all types of fraud just to absolutely annihilate, destroy possibly a good-looking Earth Angel with a sideline. I mean, that's a question mark to whoever's watching. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you know what? We're all God's creation. I'm still a child of God. The other day, I pulled up on a fucking I was in a train station and some guy was chatting because I was like out there making a video, right? He goes, "Well, sir, are you a child?" And I'm like, "Excuse me, what'd you say?" I have to do this little joke, like little twitching, like like when you twitch, and I had to bring my nostril up like this, right? And I was like, "You do know, yeah, I am a child of God." You know what I'm saying? I'm child of Lucifer. In fact, I got God there and Lucifer there. Do you know what I'm saying? Is there do you want me to speak to them? And he looked at me and he looked at me and he just literally was like, and he just literally walked off, and I was like, you know what? That's a brand. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Jacob Brown's official. Ta-da! In fact, let me just do that one more time, right? Welcome to Jacob Brown's official. Ta-da! Yo,